Hello and welcome to the bone crunching sessions from the 3 Points of Articulation. My name is Jamie Wills, as per normal, and I'm joined today by my guest from CW Figures, who will be my Guten Tag team partner today. It's Sebastian. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Can't complain. So a lot of buzz around retro figures at the moment. So see, you guys have rode the wave, haven't you, on this? Just sort of picking your brain, seeing how the lines go about, and yeah, to find out a little bit more about you as a company and the reveals as well. So, exciting times for you.
Yes, absolute. Thanks for the time that we can show us a little bit more over your interview, so that the people get more insights about who we are, what is our drive, why are we doing that, and thanks for this opportunity, of course.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Always happy to support unique companies, especially ones that are doing retro figures, because we love wrestling figures, so it's always a bonus.
Yeah,
Um,
that's it.
yeah. So first of all, based over in Germany, which will come a bit more obvious when we look at the reveals that you've had. First of all, so if we probe more into sort of the distribution side of things to start with, so
Yeah, of course.
with you guys being based in Germany, how are you looking for USA as well as the UK, or?
Yeah. For us, is important. We see it all what we do as from the collectibles view. So a big problem for me as a German collector, as a European continental collector, was the problem buying in USA, buying in the UK. You have the shipping, you have the taxes, all that stuff, and maybe there was figures that I bought and I paid more for the tax and more for the partial service as for the figure. And
For the figure.
that's, yeah, and
You
we
can
don't
blame
want
you
to
can blame
make,
Brexit on that one, can't you? I think.
yeah, and we don't want to make UPS or USPS or FedEx or how they all call it rich and rich and richer because of our passion of our idea. That's why we are searching and are in talks at the moment. We want to distribute in three shops: US, UK, and Germany, of course, so that you don't have too much shipping costs. So I think that are good news for all the Europeans outside of UK, that you don't have to order in UK, because it's another kind of shipping costs from UK. If a French guy bought from Germany, it's way easier. And but the UK fan base is also so huge. We know that they have their own distribution, and that a UK fan don't have to buy in Germany, and also save a lot of money.
Of course, and I think if you look at some of the reveals that we'll look at today, there is a market there in the UK as well as the US. If we talk first of all about the alpha female, because she had a run on NXT UK. There she is. It's jazzy.
Beautiful woman.
So yeah, she had a run on the Mae Young Classic. So obviously there's the US market when it comes to that sort of figures, as well as in NXT UK, which obviously being in UK is sort of quite a big market as well. So was that the thought process behind having her and revealing her first, that you'll be able to get all three markets in that?
Yes, of course. We choose first. We Germans are gentle people, of course, like you in UK. So when we have a lady in our line, we have to go ladies first.
Yes.
That was obvious. But joke to the side, of course, other female with NXT UK experience. She was at Impact. She was at Japan time. So she is absolute known by people who watched a bit deeper, just not only Raw and SmackDown. And she will also come. I can tell that here for the first time with a little bit with a little extra as well. I don't say what exactly, but when you just watch and Google and write alpha female, watch how she maybe comes to the ring, all that stuff, maybe you can guess what it is. We reveal that a little bit later. And of course, she's a very iconic woman. For us, is important. She's in scale like the male guys, because she is a very big character, also an MMA fighter, former, and and she's very toyetic. When I just saw her, this picture from the side with her mohawk, looks really nice, and that was our perfect number one.
Yeah, definitely. I think, as you said earlier, I think you're going to be cornering a lot of markets, and she's very toyetic as well, which is a good market to corner. And also accessories are always good. We always have a bit of accessories.
And before we move forward, what I also can add to Alpha Female, I have. I thought at this moment we can show you the 3D. We also have those, and we are in a huge process to the prototypes and all the stuff. But I maybe show you some figures that you can imagine what inspire us a little bit. And the best figure to inspire us to make Alpha Female, and you can also see that in the drawing that we did, is Alpha Female is the female version of Retro Strowman. Not exactly a little bit smaller, because Strowman was bigger made than the Retro rest. The other guys, but I think that is a good comparing that she will look like. Of course, all different molds. It's really everything is new on her. No reuse of any parts. But you can compare this the best.
So a bronze Strowwoman, so to speak, is it?
Absolutely. Yeah. Perfect.
So obviously, it's always the only real retro female figure we've had so far has been the Born Nakano from Cella, which obviously is quite a small compared to the others. It's not really in scale. So you're saying that this is going to be in scale with the men's?
Absolutely. Yeah. That is very important for us. Now, where you mentioned Cella, what I also can say at this moment, now we are the fifth retro style company after, of course, Hasbro and Mattel. There are, I don't have to name them all, you know them, Zombie Sailor, Rush, Cella, and we are the fifth. And we as German European people, of course, ask Cella if it's possible to work together with them in some points, because they have a big plus, they have experience on that market. And we have a great fortune, a great luck that they was willing to work together with us. So it's kind of a partnership. We are our own brand, our own company, but we talk a lot with Cella. They help us. We have our own artists who make all the drawings. It's Idle Mind named at this.
I saw the image at the bottom right of it.
But what you, of course, will see and will find in the next drawings is that we, of course, will also reuse some parts that Cella does in the meantime.
Right.
And so we will, of course, say those templates are from Tippy, one of the very famous guy in his paintings. And he's a big influence for us. And we will manufacture together with Cella from the same company. And but what's very important is for us is that we look absolutely to the scale. I think that is what I meant with Cella had experience in those things. We also on quality check. Every produced figure will come to Germany. We check them by ourselves, every single figure. So what I can promise, when you bought a CWF figure, that figure was in my personal hand because I check every figure. Because everyone knows what was with the atom bomb bubble. That is something that can happen, should not happen. But with companies who are new, who are making new stuff, that is something, and that what we of course don't want. We learned from that. It's sad that it happened, and but Cella is fixing that already. So as a friend of those, I of course say that can happen. It's not good, but we will work very hard in quality check, in scales. That's all things that we learned over the last years that are important for the collectors.
Yeah,
we know that what everybody said in the online Facebook, what there else.
I could have saved my Guten Tag team joke for this, couldn't I? Would have been wasted at the start. Yeah, so I think it makes a lot of sense. See, Charles at Cella is a very nice bloke, according to all sources. So I think it makes sense. And as I said, they got experience in this field as well. So sort of a dream partnership for you, really. Obviously, you won't
Yeah,
really get you won't get
absolute,
Mattel.
absolute. We don't have to be Christopher Columbus. We
No,
don't have to be the first to sail ship. We are the second one.
exactly.
But that's absolutely nothing that we want to put the flag on. We are improving something or anything. We bring our own molds in, like on the alpha female. And in this collaboration, so Cella will also benefit from that when they do other figures.
Female, yeah.
They can also use those body parts for maybe their new figures. So I think now it's more Cella is helpful for us, and maybe one day it switch a little bit, and I think then we are all very happy with that. And later we talk about something that we all bring you in, and Cella will also use that maybe if they want.
Maybe
They can.
we'll get to that soon, I'm sure.
Yes, yes, yeah.
So with the second reveal, we get Bad Bones
Yes.
come through. So not overly known in the other markets, but obviously he's big in Germany. Was that the driving force behind to get someone a figure that in your eyes you deserved a figure? Or?
Yeah, John Klinger, his real name, John Klinger, Bad Bones, is in Germany absolute one of the famous indie wrestlers we have. When you name 5 German indie wrestlers, ask everyone. Bad Bones is in it. Every bigger promotion, Bad Bones is a former champion there. WXW, the biggest German promotion, is also a cooperation with WWE. You can watch also
On the
there.
network.
So I think you know WXW outside of Germany, and he was there, huge star. And yeah, he was a short time at Impact. That's maybe where you can find some internationally from him. He had a match against Samoa Joe that we will post later the weekend. It was great. It was Bad Bones against Samoa Joe, and Nick Aldis was outside. So it was a CWF toy against a retro from Mattel toy, and outside stands a Cella toy. So that was something that you can
Yeah.
rematch in the future. Yeah, and back to Bad Bones. He is the best example. What is our driver to bring our passion, our dream? I always want to make. I'm a collector all the years. I'm from the 80s. I collect all the Hasbros, and I want to make my own stuff any day. And growing up, wrestling fan, of course, watching indies. That Bones, one of the biggest guys we have, and he, like you see, obviously, not only that's the reason why we use that body. He have when you watch him, pictures, videos, all the stuff. He is a very influenced guy from the Macho Man Randy Savage, and that makes him very toyetic for us. That's what was also a big reason to, of course, bring in a well-known mold with the Macho Man Hasbro Series 1, because that was also for us the chance to make an homage to the Hasbros, and yeah, that was the match for us. And of course, to give the Germans their first own figures is Germans are huge wrestling fans. Sorry, Germans are huge wrestling fans, and we deserve that Series 1. But we will stay too long with only German talents. That I can also say now at the moment. Our plans for Series 2, we are thinking, it's normal that you now think for what brings the future. And we have already signing people, and they are very international. We have from different continents. I don't say any more words about that, because I know everyone goes, who can it be? Who can it be? I love that. I love that. That it's the passion. That's everything we love about that. But we will go from the Germans, of course, to a worldwide audience. In Series 2, I think there will be no German.
So I think we
But if
saw.
you want all of us, you have to also buy and collect the Germans. So
Of course, you got to support the
give us
Germans.
a chance.
Because we saw the reveal you had before you revealed anyone, so it had all the images darked out, and you saw a lot of the shadow work from it as well, which I quite liked. It's sort of, you can look at them and think, oh, who could that be? Who could that be? And have your little guesses and your speculations, which is a nice way to play, isn't it? But very good.
Thank you.
So the third reveal, which would have been yesterday, as we go to release, I won't butcher his indie name, but Alexander Wolf is the well-known name. Axel Tischer, am I pronouncing
Axel
that right?
Tischer, Axel Tischer, perfect. Is his real name? So his real name is Axel Tischer, and that is how he worked in the Indies here in Germany.
He's lost a lot of weight since he's left WWE, hasn't he? He's got in very good shape.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he also changed his style now a bit, and
So with that one, obviously, that was a bit of a no-brainer, really, for you, wasn't it? You went a bit of sanity, should we say?
Yeah, absolute. Axel Tischer is he's the German with the biggest victory in WWE. He is former WWE NXT Tag Champion together with Sanity, and so as he's not the biggest German ever. There was another one at WCW, but in WWE he is the famous German, and that's we have the luck, of course. Would better for him who he is still at WWE, but for us, the company was the luck that he is now a free agent at the moment. He is doing at the Indies. He's working very hard on it, on himself. Is in a good shape, as you mentioned. Change his style a bit, maybe to go away from that Alexander Wolf sanity look. And I think it's just a thing of time when maybe someone is getting notice about him, and maybe he gets a chance on working back at a bigger promotion. He is not very old as a 4-4 wrestler, and so it was our chance. We had to. Nothing goes on Axel Tischer.
It's a bit strange how he got released, because obviously he was obviously part of Imperium, which obviously a big faction in the UK, which you obviously had Marcel Bartel, who's also a German. Walter, who's now called Gunther, and so Marcel Bartel, Fabian Eichner was the other one. So it's very surprising how they released him. I think he was top of his game, and they were doing good matches. So it's very strange how he released. And I think, as you said, he's now proven himself a bit more in the Indies. Often you'll see a poster for an indie show in the UK, and he'll normally be on it. So I don't think it's a matter of time before he goes to someone like Impact Wrestling, like AEW, maybe even back to WWE. So interesting to see. But I think he's the right time to pick him up, because he's a big name everywhere, really, isn't he?
That is absolute. That's the reason. Now we have the chance. If you wait 1 year, maybe that chance can be gone. And he is the biggest German now in the Indies. We are happy to have him in the Indies, but he worked, like you said, all Europe now at the moment, and
right now, I shouldn't really be saying this on camera, but show us your ring. I understand that you've got a a little something to show off.
Absolutely. But one small reveal before we go to the ring, when it's okay for you, when you have the time.
Yeah, please.
And and this is a real new thing that I show here. And Axel Tischer will not come alone. We, as well as Alpha Female, come with something that she brings with her to the ring. It's hard to don't say it. Also, Axel Tischer, and that is the thing. I have here a picture of it. Axel Tischer is also our CWF champion. So he come with the belt. The belt is that is also the prototype. And that belt is molded like the Hasbro belt, the same mechanism of it, but with a it's more in a kind of way of the world heavyweight
The world
title.
title, yeah.
CW, that's the kind of shape form we used, and because it's a different one. It's only not many belts are out there at the moment. There are good belts on the indie market. Who companies only make belts. They look incredible. But from the other toy making companies, belts are very rare. And we had to make a belt in Series 1. Because when you buy figures and you want to make a match and you have a league, CWF, you have to have a champion, and that's why you need the belt.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm sure us people in our 30s still play with the figures, don't we? So got a champion.
Yes, that is also something that we want to bring a bit forward in the next weeks and months. We just searching for the right catchphrase for that. But we want, please play with us. We don't make little sculptures like Zombie Sailor did. They are incredible. They look really great, awesome details. But for me, it's another level of retro style figures. For me, they are not like the Hasbros. They are not like Retros, Cellas, Rush, and us. They are small sculptures. Looks beautiful, looks incredible, but never ever would I touch them and make with them. But our figures, I want that also you can board them and give them to your niece or someone else and just have fun with them. And that's why we have to make a belt. And of course, that's why we have to bring out a ring, because you have to play with those.
You do. It's the sort of famous pastime, isn't it, of everyone just sitting down and playing with the old retro style ring. So
absolutely,
makes complete sense.
Yeah. And I have childs on my own, and nothing is for them the happiest part when they know her daddy is a huge wrestling figure collector, and maybe there was a double Undertaker, so I give that to the boy, and he was so happy that he have his own Undertaker figure, and he loves to play with that, and why not?
Exactly, and so I know what you mean about the Zombie Sailor ones. They're all pinned in. They're all statues. They're all works of art, aren't they? As opposed to being actual toys that you could physically play with. Even the Nick Aldis from Cheddar, I think the arms come off if you put too much pressure on them and that sort of thing. So if you could veer away from that and maybe come a bit more of a toy. Will they have actions, the toys, or will they have like the action, or just be?
Sadly not. Sadly not. They don't have actions. Just like because we work together with Jella. So we also, like all the others, we don't have actions. To be honest, it's just the reason because of money. The cost. Yeah. If we go there, you have to make the hugest stars that then the people are willing to pay that money for a figure, and so that's difficult at the moment.
I can imagine, yeah, because like with the retros and stuff that have the actions, you'd imagine they have like The Rock, they have Stone Cold, they have ones that kids are actually going to use the actions for, don't they, as opposed to your likes of Alpha Female, for example. But there's not really any point, is there, to put in a move into that? It makes sense.
That's it. That's the only reason. I would love to have. As a German, we are very correct and thinking in an engineering way all the time. How we can improve something, how we can something better, and can annoy everyone about us. And so we also thought we have to make them doing actions. But we learned in a very short time that it's not possible.
I think they call that anal. I think is the term when it's very particular. It's got to be very spot on.
Yeah,
it's the term for it. Great. So yeah, I think we have 3 so far out the 5. Will 5 be the number that you're looking for each series going forward?
Yes, I say a minimum of 5. We like it in that Hasbro style, or the retros did it as well. That we come in series. That is important for us, and I think 5 is a good number. We have also the plan. What I also can say for series 2, every series is minimum 1 lady. So we just have our lady quote in that as well. And now we have the alpha female. So we have, of course, if she wants to make a women's match, we need another woman. Of course, she can handle it with all the men because she's in the same scale. But we have, of course, bring a woman in Series 2. And I can spoil at this moment, of course, then this woman will come with the women's championship.
Right.
That is also what I can say now at the moment. We're thinking all the time in that playing kind of way.
So that's the Series 2 woman you think is going to come with a
The
woman's...
Series 2 woman comes with a belt. There was no spoiler for Alpha Female.
No.
The Series 2 woman comes with a belt.
Comes with a belt.
First announcement, Series 2, the women's belt.
Women's belt, perfect. Then maybe a tag belt down the line. So yeah, obviously you guys are big on your accessories, I take it. So obviously you've shown some images of bits of the ring. You had the turnbuckle, you had like the belt display, as well as like pictures of the belt as well. Is that what you were as a child? Were you a big fan of accessories and that sort of thing?
I always thought playing with a Hasbro ring back in the time. I really loved him, of course, but I love to put the flag out and wave that around, or want to stick that in Hacksaw's hand, because I don't have the Hacksaw with a real flag, so I put that ring flag, but it doesn't stuck. And it ever was a bit annoying that the steps was molded on, and that the commentator table was molded on. And then the Mattel Retro Ring came out. I also play with that, to be honest, and that was great that I can pop it out and maybe put the table next to the ring on the opposite side, so you can walk through and can slam someone on the commentator table, or you can maybe use that in the ring and make some action with that. But when you do that, it doesn't look really great. I don't want to attack Mattel at this moment. They are pioneers. Without Mattel, we don't have this Hasbro feeling like it's now at the moment, and everyone making retro figures. Nothing happened when 2016 Mattel doesn't announce retro figures, so they are the kings for me personal. And but when you put that out, you had the problem that the ring had holes, and the stairs and the commentator table and the title holder as well doesn't look good, because they have the click in bubble on the inside. And and I always wondering why 2 title holders but never 1 title from the retro line. I always used my elite belts and something, but they was not in scale perfectly. So that was all stuff that we have in our mind. And I say we have to change that. We have to bring a new ring, who maybe we see it from a collector's point, all you guys like when you see it.
Yeah. I mean, what we have seen so far looks good. It's been obviously like a render or like a digital image. But when are you looking to bring that out with Series 1 or?
Yes. Absolute. Our plan is when Series 1 is ready, you can buy Series 1 and the ring.
Right.
Pre-order will be at the same moment. What we're really looking for is that we want to get all Series 1 figures at the same time. We don't want to make announcement like we have the first 2, but we wait for the next 3 and then we send them out. We really want that they know we want the complete series done, and they send it complete to us, and we can send it out. Maybe in a kind of just things that we work on a box where we can put them inside, and you get your Series 1 when you order Series 1 complete. Maybe that's an idea that you buy all 5. But you will get the Series 1 at the same time, and the ring also pre-order. But because it's another process to make the ring to the figures, we have to see if that time matches, or is it any time difference. Maybe the ring came earlier than the figures, or the figures, we will see.
Well, so either way, it makes no odds, does it? You can have the ring and sit there waiting for the wrestlers to arrive, or have the wrestlers waiting for the ring. Whatever you wanted to look at. So with
we will see.
Yeah, we'll see. I think that's the thing. Did you have an idea as to when the figures will be released?
We talked, and the date now, what I can say, and we hope that we can hold it, is this year, and it is October, so it's not so far away. When you compare it that with other toy lines, October is a very fair date, and we don't do any pre-sales now at the moment. We will start in not far away time, but of course. It was important for us to make a pre-sale, and when the people, everyone is working hard for his money. So we don't, when it comes to the money point, when the people have to buy and have to give you some, I don't know the
Money.
English word now at the moment.
Cashola.
I mean Vertrauen. When you say I trust you,
Oh, okay, yeah,
long interviews. Sorry.
That's all right. I think a
when
bit
we
of trust is fun.
Yeah, when we want the people and say this is our figure line, here are our prototypes that you see in figure. Only at that point we will make any pre-orders. You don't pre-order a 3D picture. You don't pre-order a drawing. You see the figure, how that would look. You see all the 5 figures next to each other, and then we say now it's time for pre-order, so that you really see what you will get. And that is important for me in that way. And we keep our time to wait with the pre-order till we have all to show you. And in the meantime, we are working on those. And that is why when we pre-order, the shipping time is a very short time distance. Because we wait.
It's called putting their faith in you, I think that's the term you're looking for.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So October. So you could have an Oktoberfest. You could have.
Yeah, a good point of view. Awesome, great idea. Thank you. Can I rip that from you?
You can take that. That's fine. That's a present from me to you.
Dankeschön.
There you go. But yeah, so is any other points you wish to make on these toys?
Once again, back to the ring. I have something here in my hand.
Lovely.
This is the prototype of the announce table. Our announce table, I think that you saw it also on the posts. This is badly painted, just a prototype. We'll have sheets. We don't, in Germany, we don't have television or computers, no. We do it a little bit old school. We have some sheets where the notes are on it, who is matching against each other. And the biggest thing for me was we have to put a ring bell.
A bell on that.
No line did that before. In every match you hear it, and in every line you didn't found it. Of course, in bigger figures, figure lines, elites, there were ring bells as extras, but not to the ring. And for us, it was great to put that ring bell as an iconic thing that makes this is ours. And the CWF logo is inside a bit, but inside, not outside. So when you want to customize it, you can put a sticker on it. It is flat, and then you have your own announce table of your.
So it's engraved.
It's engraved. Thank you. Yes, it's engraved. We have to choose engraved or outside. And engraved looks a bit better. And you have to in the thinking of collectors and FigFed and customizing, this is the best way that you can put stickers also on. And I will also send you pictures from the ring that you can show at the moment when I talk about it. But I have this printed out picture with me from the ring. And that is what I meant with the clicked on stairs. That always annoys me a bit, or the molded on. What is important for our ring is the stairs, like you see it, are on the corners, like WWE rings, like a wrestling ring is, in my opinion. The stairway is at the corner, and they have a V angle, so you can put it next to the ring, or you can put it out, use it in a match, can put the V on the neck of the female, on bad bones maybe, and use them as weapons in the match. Also, you can use that commentator table for a tables match. Just take it, put it in the ring, drop the axle tissue on it, and have some fun. Yeah. And what we also improve is for the Axel Tischer championship belt. He brings it because we have we posted that already, is the title holder. It is like you see it on television. It's an own stand, a round table with that round circle on it, like on the metal ring, where you can put the belt around it, and you can stand that next to the ring when you have a championship match, or put it inside when your superstar make a promo or something. So it's really more with a playable aspect on that. And to the sticker field, we changed that to a round. So you have a circle inside of the ring where you can put your sticker on it.
Right.
And what I also can announce, we will bring the ring with 5 different colors of ropes. All of these 5 colors came in 3. We have 3 of every color. So you can also, in the customized way, or if you would change the CWF show from a pay-per-view to a weekly or something, you can change the colors like you want. As US, you can go with red, white, and blue. As German, of course, with black, red, and yellow, or all black, all yellow, all what you want. So you have your freedom to change it in any way how you want it. And that's the biggest thing, I think, we bring that ring in 3 different colors. And that's not because we want to sell most of the rings, but you can choose in which way, what kind of ring you want. We will bring out the classic blue, we call it. It's a normal standard blue, like you know it from Hasbro, like you know it from the Mattel Retros, yeah. And we bring out we call that all black. That really means everything is black. The stairs are every time metallic silver, but then the rest is black. That is, maybe we thought it's a good starting point for customizers.
For custom,
You can, we also make the ring sides a bit look like the Hasbro ones, but because you don't have tables molded on everything, you have a flat side, and you also can print perfectly some stickers on it, and you have your own carbon around it. And this is the black one. So you can transform that with the ropes and with stickers and everything that you want. I think that's a great opportunity for all the customizers out there. And the third variant was, I think that is the hugest thing. And this is the standard version, how we bring it out. As a German company, I think you recognized our colors. Our national colors are those as well, and those are black, red, and yellow. So what color would our ring have to get? Yellow. And what color should our turnbuckles get? Red, of course. And when you now put the red, blue, and white ropes on that, maybe that ring looks a little bit familiar to you, and maybe some Hasbro guys who don't have the chance now owning a ring in that color will be happy now to get one.
Certainly, because I think it's, well, you're looking at paying close to £1,000 for that super rich ring, haven't you? It's King of Das Ring.
Yeah. Absolute. A royalty.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, that makes complete sense. I think the black, as you said, for a custom start point, very good, as well as having the classic blue for the classic fans, and then obviously the very wise choice of having the yellow and the red to go in for that expensive homage ring, should we call it?
Yeah.
So I mean, I mentioned expensive, but do you have an idea on price point for the figures in the ring, or is that something that you guys are still working on?
The thing about that is, I don't want to be nailed on the wall for saying numbers now at the moment. But what we really
you haven't got distribution, so that makes sense.
We have a range. What I can say, we don't want to. How can I compare it? Okay. we are now at the moment thinking it's not easy bringing all this new stuff in and new molds, etc., to make it cheaper as every other doing that. They have the reasons because they are saying they want that kind of money for a figure, and they are worth it. And so we are absolutely willing to go in that same range. We don't want to top that. We are absolutely going under zombie sailor prices. What I can say, absolutely. Not the half, but a bit over that. Maybe that is a direction.
I can gauge off that roughly what you mean.
So yeah, so it's hard to say. It's a bit 20 to 30 in that direction. You will come out. But not too expensive, of course. And the ring is something we can talk at the moment about that, because it's a lot of extras we want to put in, and that would also will not be some very expensive exclusive thing. But of course, it will cost more than a figure, and I guess it's about the price of 2 figures.
Right.
And what I'm looking for, what I'm hoping for, and you just can compare a bit to the Mattel, what they are wanting for a ring, and they or for a figure, multiply that with the 2.
Right. Apart from if it's a Ric Flair or Roman Reigns Mattel retro, then half of that maybe. I'd say all in all, it makes complete sense. I think if you're looking at the price point for a new Cella, for example, it would be a similar ballpark to that, wouldn't it? So it's not going to break the bank, but it's one of those things, isn't it, that with every toy line you get 2 sorts of collectors. You get ones that want to buy every single one, or you get ones that will pick and choose. For example, you might not want to collect the Axel Tisha one, to the way wouldn't, but you didn't want to collect him, but you do want to collect Bad Bones, crack on. Or you get some people that will buy every single one, and then and the rings as well, and every variant go in. So have you guys spoke about any variants for the figures, or is it just you're just having the series 1 and the 2s and so on?
No, there are variants planned, of course. We are doing variants, but also choose wisely who became the variant. And at this point, I can't tell
Sure.
about who will it be.
Well, I'm sure we'll find out.
But it's absolutely planned. And one crazy idea, what I now also can say now, from as a homage to the Hasbros, what I can also reveal now here really for the first time. Not every one of my teammates from CWF know that. But I made that decision and discussed that with some of my friends, and we CWF will bring out the first ever, I think it's over 20 years ago, mail-away figures. So there are a variant where you have to print out a commercial we will make online on Instagram. You have to print that out, fill out how many of him you want, have to send that to my German address. Maybe not the private address. Maybe I take some. Yes, maybe. And then you send to us that commercial. Then we go to our distributor in your country. You can send it from US, UK, Germany, all over the place. And we give that information to the distributor. Then you get an email with the numbers that you wrote on that letter, and can pay that price for that figures you ordered. So it's a real kind of back to the 90s, and it's more like a fun. Just make a fun about that.
And not only that, it's something that we haven't seen since the Hasbro era. You find a lot with the newer style of retros coming out that a lot of people are doing similar things to other people. This is brand new. This is something that you guys have thought of. So,
and it comes in a bag.
It comes in a bag. Right.
Comes in a bag, very rare, because we only make that for a short time. Just bring that letter, and we don't can wait 5 years till every letter is coming to us, of course. So when that time is over, we are shipping those guys out, and so those are very limited, and the price will be lower than the regular ones, of course.
Of course.
Because I don't have a card, I don't have a bubble. I just put them in the bag. To be honest, it's not our intention to make money on those ideas. The post office maybe will do a little bit, but it's not so expensive to write a letter from UK to Germany or from US. Those are small dollar for that kind of, and for that reason, the price is lower for the figure, because we don't have the costs in manufacturing them.
Oh, perfect. Well, the first mail away since Hogan, Brett, and Taker.
And Taker,
so,
yeah, absolutely.
So what more could you want? That's revolutionary. Made my day, that has. Anything else you want to reveal to us? Are you going to do any sort of like a VHS special or anything?
Not at the moment. Thanks for that idea. Again, I love it. We will see what the future brings, but I hope that shows a bit how we think about that. We really see it as a passion. We don't search the market and say who we can bring that all the people absolutely have to want and make any kind of the money or something. I really can say, of course, I don't want to end all after Series 1. I want to make this as successful as it can be. And but it really, the first thing we have in mind is making dreams come true. Like you see on the Bad Bones reveal, how excited he was to see first time his figure. We also will upload a video from Axel Tischer, seeing his figure first time, from Alpha Female, saw her figure first time. We do that with all our superstars we will make to show you how we do this. This is one of our things. This is why we do this. And so that's why we bring these ideas like mailaways, all this stuff, everything, looking back and say, that was a great time. It don't have to be over. So
no, exactly.
Let's show the people from today, the younger folks, you can write letters. It's no problem. You don't need WhatsApp all the time.
No, exactly. I'm sure you're getting people that's going to message you and say, can they do it by email? But
that's maybe a possibility, but
the mailaway is a lot funner than emails. Mailaway is a lot funner.
No chance on emails. Maybe we send via email the commercial to print and cut out. That's a possibility.
There we go. So you can take that.
That's a possibility. You can, if you're not able to print out the Instagram post, maybe then we wrote, if you don't, it's not possible. You can also get it by email, but you have to print that out and send it.
And the good thing is, if you know someone with a printer, so if I haven't got a printer, I can speak to someone that I know is printing it. They can send it in with my details, and then you can email me. So all is
there are print shops all over. Absolutely, I think if you really want this figure, that is not the reason because you don't do it.
Exactly.
And if it's your fault, no problem. Okay. Don't bother me about that in a half year when everyone posted the mailaways came with the post. I think that would be a great time when everyone posting like the unboxings doing every time, and and maybe everyone ordered two because you want to leave one in the bag and one outside.
Want to rip open like Hulk Hogan.
No problem. Yeah.
Well, I think with that we're gonna say Auf Wiedersehen. It's been a
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. It's been an absolute pleasure. I look forward to live coming out, a bit more reveals from you, and hopefully also if Series 1 goes about the right way, should we say?
Yes, thank you for your time, for having us.
Hey, Sebastian, my pleasure. It's been great to have you on. Speak to you soon.
Thank you very much. Yes.
All the best.
Bye.
Bye.
Heute sozusagen für die Team-Aussetzung an dieser Stelle. Deshalb auch ein riesengroßes Kompliment. Vielen, vielen Dank für eure tolle Stimmung!
Grüße gehen dann nochmal raus an unseren englischen Zeichner, Idlemind, der das macht. Und so sieht das Ganze in seiner Gänze.
Holy shit!
Und da gehen wir mal ins Detail über.
Holy shit! Guck dir das an.
Gefällt dir?
Ja,
Ja, okay.
Absolut.
Okay.
Richtig.